Good evening, brothers and sisters. My name is Laura Pierre, and I am here with workers from different organizations. Yes, I myself, I am a fast food worker. And I, along with half of the workers across the state of Florida, make a wage that even working 40 hours a week, we still live in poverty. The Fight for 15 movement began about 6 years ago. And because of that, we have seen wages in different states go up in over 300 cities. And they're adapting a higher minimum wage to lift all of our workers up. And this isn't just fast food workers like me. There's healthcare, childcare, adjunct professors, retail employees, and we also have airport workers who have joined our movement. And right now we have a quick video of one of our workers right behind us.
My name is Chris, and I'm a wheelchair attendant at the Orlando Airport, and I love helping people. But like most of my coworkers, I only make $5 an hour with tips. I'm a part of the Fight for 15 at our union at our nation's airports. As governor, you have influence over the Orlando Airport Authority, which could raise our wages. What would you do to ensure that the largest airport in the state is not a sweatshop? What would you do to ensure all Floridians make at least $15 an hour?
And Mr. King, we'll start with you. Again, a reminder to the crowd, please hold your applause so that it can get to the answer. Mr. King, we'll start with you.
We didn't hear.
Again, so the question
no,
is...
we heard you.
Mr. King?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm up. I'll take that. First, I think that was the Orlando Airport, if I saw. And you know, I'm very proud. You know, I think one of the roles, so many of you are part of the labor community. And you know, right now at the Orlando International Airport, there's a fight going on to decertify the union, the American Federation of Government Employees, who have endorsed my campaign. And you know, that is the union that's fighting for these types of wages at Orlando International and throughout this state. I believe very much in what you're doing. I've sat down with Fight for 15 from Orlando to the New Deal in St. Pete. I support your work. And in fact, I'm living your work. So I started a company, you know, no law has told me what I had to pay, but we pay more than 15 and up. And I plan not only to make the case for the Fight for 15 as governor, but I plan to make the case to the Republican Party that wages in this state are so unfair, that this is an unfair economy, that so many people are living in poverty, and we have to do better.
Thank you, Mr. King. Next up is Mr. Gillum.
Yeah, first of all, shout out to 32BJ. I think I heard them out there making some noise. But you know, this, I think back a little bit to my own growing up and watching my mother and father fight for everything that they got. And everything that they were able to put in front of us. And I remember having to wait for the truck that used to provide medical dental care to come through and provide free teeth cleaning because we didn't get access to it. This is more than just about wages. This is about work with dignity. What it means to be able to take care of yourself without begging, without waiting in somebody's line. And we're not asking for handouts, we're asking for people to be paid what they are worth. That's it. People want to be respected for the work that they contribute. And I can't tolerate, and I will not tolerate as governor, you all having to be on this line by yourself. I've been there before, I will be there continuously so that we can get an economy that works for everybody.
That's your time. Thank you very much, Mrs. Graham. Mrs. Graham.
Me next?
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Levine or Graham?
Whichever I'm fine with.
Graham?
First,
Mrs.
me.
Graham.
Okay. Throughout my career, what I have done and done successfully is negotiate. And the next governor is going to have the ability to negotiate with this legislature. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was endorsed by the National Education Association in my race for Congress, and by the way, I was only one of 2 Democrats in the whole country to win in 2014. But when I was endorsed, the gentleman that I sat across the table from stood up in front of a group of reporters and he said, "I have one word to describe Gwen, and that's integrity." And I knew at that moment, if that's what people think about you, what else do you want? So I will use my ability to negotiate. I will sit down with the legislators, and I'm going to work to get the fight for 15 accomplished. I don't want to wait until a ballot initiative in 2020. It is too important that we sit down and we raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour so that people don't have to go to more than one job to live in the state of Florida.
Thank you, Mrs. Graham. Mr. Levine?
Well, I could tell you when I moved forward to raise the minimum living wage in Miami Beach, it was a heck of a fight. We wanted to go as high as we possibly could. We got as high as we could, and of course, from that point forward, we got sued by the governor in the state of Florida, but the bottom line is, we did it. And we are fighting in Florida's courts right now to make sure it sticks. So I don't really necessarily just talk about raising the minimum wage. I've done it as the mayor of Miami Beach, and if I'm honored to be the governor of Florida, we will raise it to 15, and we will allow local communities to raise it higher as they see fit, because that's what they approved in 2004 in a ballot referendum. As the mayor, I sat side by side with Unite Here as they were having a major labor negotiation with the Fontainebleau Hotel. And I sat with them, solidarity, and said, I'm with you. We will make sure you get the highest wages possible. If I'm governor, we will stand side by side. Because the other thing we understand is that people cannot live on $8.25 an hour.
Mr. Levine.
Thank you very much.
Next question.